Alright, in this video today I'm going to show you how to clone a WordPress website using a popular plugin called Duplicator. So our mission right here is to basically clone this website that we've made. It's a sample website of an e-commerce store. So first thing we need to do is log into the WordPress backend. So we're going to go to the backend of here, going to the domain /wp-admin. You'll type in your username and your password, click the login button. You're now logged into the website. From here we're going to want to go over to plugins. We're going to want to hit add new. We can then search a plugin and look for Duplicator, hit enter. It's going to search, should be the first one by Life in the Grind, so props out to them. Over 800,000 installs, so we know it's a pretty valid plugin. Hit the install button. Now I want to activate it. So for most times this should work. Sometimes, depending on the server you're working on, you need to configure so that Duplicator will work with your server. So what we're going to do is, now we're in Duplicator, you'll see that it created a duplicator here. So we're going to want to create a package for this. Basically, we will go in here, go to packages, click create new. Name, I don't really change anything with the name. I know what it is. Hit the next button. Basically, requirements, you see that says pass. So server supported, so we'll hit the next button. Then scan the site. We're going to have good. Total size is going to warn you about different size. The free version, it says, hey, if it's a bigger site, you might want to get the pro version, but not really a big deal. Large files, again, we shouldn't have a problem duplicating this, but it's going to want to click this yes button, say warning status has been detected. It's fine. We'll hit the build. As long as everything else is basically saying good, you could read to see how you can make it better off the comments on there, but just doing a quick video on how to clone one. So it's going to build this package. And you want to do this once. It's going to give you basically two files at the end of this that we're going to want to save. When you create the domain in cPanel, you don't want to install WordPress. You want to leave everything alone and just create cPanel, nothing else. So don't install WordPress or anything else. Just install cPanel, then upload these files that's going to create from there. So we're just waiting on the package to be built. Sometimes it could take a little bit, depending on file size. So two different files. There's an installer.php that you're going to want to download. So I'm just going to save it to desktop as installer. My archive is pretty large, and I think I know why, but it shouldn't be that large, but it's fine. Just for purpose of this video, I'm going to hit the save button on the archive, so it will then download that. See, it's downloading here. So from here, you're going to want to log in to cPanel. So on the domain that you want to do it. So like this website, we're doing on one website. So now we want to clone it to a different domain. So different domain, we want to log into your cPanel, which is for a different domain, like I said. And I want to have the password log into cPanel. Okay. In here, you're going to want to go into the file manager. So that's downloading right now. And if you see to the left in the file manager, you want to go to the folder called public_HTML. Gotta wait for that to download. Pretty large file, so it's about 75% of the way there right now. Give it another minute or two here, and that'll be ready. But what we could do is we could at least install that installer.php folder, that file that was in here. So we want to click the upload button, select file. We want to go to the installer script, let that upload. I'm going to go back. So just waiting for this download to be completed here. We're at almost 500 megabytes. I think the total file size was like 540 megs or something, so almost there. Alright, so it looks like it's just about completed, so now we could upload that other second file. Click on the button again, select file, and we want the zip for this one. So this might take a while on the upload, obviously due to internet speeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, resume the video as soon as it gets completed. So now it's completed 100%. The install has been completed, so we're going to go back to the file manager. We have both files there. Hit the go back button. See that it's there. So now we're going to go back to the main cPanel page here. So we could then go to the site that we're working on, which is here. So we'll open up a new tab. You'll see that our files are there, our installer.php and our file clone right here. So we're going to click the install. Actually, before we do this, I'm sorry. We're going to go back to the main cPanel. We need to associate a database to the WordPress. So we're going to create the MySQL database by going to Databases, MySQL Databases, New Database. We're just going to type in WP here. We're going to create the database. Go back. Now we got to create a user. So we're going to type in user, password generator, and copy that. Generate the password, copy that. So I've copied this password in a safe place. We use this password. And we're going to then create the user. Make sure you copy that user password and paste it somewhere because you're going to need it here soon. So now we got to add that user to the database. So we're going to click add. Basically, it's going to pre-fill that for you. Add it. We're going to assign all privileges for this user and make changes. Go back. I like to keep this page open because I want to copy and paste, my database name, my database and username. So I will go back to that page where you see the index, and we'll click the installer.php button. First thing I do is paste in my password that we had there. I'll filter back to the screen here for the database name. And filter back to that page name. I'll paste this twice because I know it's WP, user, so we want to create a new database, keep the local host there. Name is the WP that we created, users there. We could hit, and then your password, obviously, we're going to test the connection. You'll see that as a success. Click I have read all the warnings and notices, and hit run deployment. It's going to come up with this, and we're going to say yep. So it's going to run this. Shouldn't take too long to process it. Put it there. So it's going to run the updates on the old settings and new settings. So you'll see that we're copying arobinson.ddrxsites.com to the new website pjangelman.ddrxsites.com. So we will then hit the run update. Now we have completed that. So from here, we're just going to click the security cleanup. Hit OK on this little pop-up. It's going to make you log into the back end of the website, which will then take you to the next screen, which you will then click these three buttons: delete reserved files, delete legacy data, clear build cache. And we should be live. So now if you click up here to visit site, you will see that we have successfully cloned the page and everything that was in it. So we're not finished yet, so we're going to want to go back into cPanel here, or your file manager, and you want to go back into the public HTML. You'll see the copy of the website that we made. We want to delete this from file manager because it's just taking up unwanted space. We've already cloned the website. We don't need to have this technically back up on the site, so we're just going to hit the delete button on that file that we uploaded there. Hit skip the trash and permanently delete these files. Confirm. We are now completed with cloning of the website. There's nothing that you need to do from here. Yeah, that's how you do it.